This is one of those hunts where we did everything we thought right, but everything worked against us. We went in and set up and thought we were doing good. We turned on the call and all the cows in the next pasture came up to the fence and lined that fence like Indians around a wagon train. They were just staring us down. Mike saw the coyote way back behind the cows and he came up but couldn't get through the cows, so he went and circled around and actually almost got downwind from us when he came around that pine tree. Whoop!
What happened, Jeremy?
Huh?
What happened?
I bet I hit the fence.
He came on in, ran up and stopped right in front of us, but we couldn't shoot for the cows lined against the fence. The coyote spooked for some reason and ran back down by the pine tree, and he stopped. Jeremy threw his gun up. We should have had him dead to right, but the best that we can figure is that Jeremy hit the fence. Needless to say, we didn't get the coyote. It just goes to prove that circumstances can work against you in a hunt like this.
All these places for him to come from. And he had to come from right there.
I wish you saw him, because I couldn't do nothing. I was wanting her to see him.
I know it.
I guarantee you I hit that grass on that fence.
I wouldn't be surprised. You know what caused that, don't you?
What's that?
Them cows. He had to come around them cows, see, to get through.
Well, I thought something was out there, because that
that white cow.
kept watching.
That white cow kept looking that way. But he couldn't get through to over here. He went around the cows.
And I couldn't see him.
And that's what he did.
Right to the fence.
Yep. It's just the way it goes. You can't set up right every time.
Well, the cows weren't here when we started. The cows were in a different spot when we started.
Yeah. But that's what happened. He had to go around them cows to get around them to get out here. And when he did that, that put him too close to us.
What you just seen with Bill happens with every hunter. Whether you're shooting a large shotgun 3.5-inch Magnum or a large bore rifle at your game, recoil is felt in the shoulder and in the neck. You may not feel it that day because of the adrenaline, but the next morning you're going to feel it. And then when you go to retrieve that game and you're dragging that deer or that hog out of the woods and there's that tension in that low back, pain is going to result, and I can help you with that. Come see me, Dr. Stolba, at Stolba Chiropractic Center, Wake Village, Texas.
He's looking over the hill. He's looking over the hill. See the big dead tree? To the left of the dead tree. He's coming. Going to the right. He's right, see him? To the right, running down the creek.
Okay guys, everybody's gonna think I would have been shooting that coyote, but what you don't realize is that we had the camera zoomed all the way in and that coyote was actually about 400 yards. Looks like he was right in front of us and we ought to be shooting. We filmed him for a long ways off and he finally worked his way in. When we shot him, he was actually about 200 yards. So the reason we didn't shoot is because he was just too far away.
If you can take it. You got him. Hit him back. You hit him far back. Got him that time. He's still biting.
I'm not excited in for that either.
You got him. He's dead.
Hey, I can't believe he's stuck around.
He's dead. Good shot. Good shot. All the deer's gonna come and investigate. Me and Wade came out this morning. It kind of stormed last night, and the sun came out bright this morning. On the way in, we saw a coyote sitting on the side of the road. He was just sitting sunny. We came in here on this place, and the wind's blowing straight to our back. The way we're sitting here, it's be blowing just to the left of where Wade's walking there. And we set up, and the coyote, first time I saw him, well, first thing we saw was a bunch of deer spooked from down there in that corner, right down there. And we kept watching down there, and the deer kept looking over their shoulders like they saw something. About that time we saw the coyote, and he saw everything and he heard everything, but he wasn't sure. He was going to try to get downwind of us, and that's a little bit of a far shot what Wade took, but we didn't have much choice. We were doing a jackrabbit distress, and we switched over to a pup distress, and that got his attention pretty good, but he didn't act like he was going to come in, so we went ahead and took him out there, and Wade's going out there to get him right now. We kind of went through a dry spell there. We had calling them in. They were coming in from behind us and stuff like that. And, we kind of caught back up this morning. We needed this hunt, and it has been a sure enough fine hunt this morning. This coyote, he kind of acted like maybe he had been hunted before, and we've had a couple on this same place right here that we've let get away, but he didn't get away from us this morning. We outfoxed him this morning, so, and we got another dead greasy sucker coyote this morning. Ha ha ha! This is Mac, and we've been on the prowl. That is a big old coyote right there. Look at the head on that sucker.
It is a cover, not a case.
Also, like Brian was saying, it's one-piece design, fits many different style guns. Your bolt actions, your automatics, muzzle loaders, single shots, you name it. It fits most guns.
I'm Mac with Hunting and Hunters TV show. I've been buying my trucks from Michael Coleman at Coleman Motors in New Boston, Texas for the last 10 years. If you want a truck, go there and get one. Michael Coleman is there every day. He takes care of business.
We're here at Rose Garden Eatery. Tommy and Gene want to welcome you here, and so do I, because this is one of the best places in the South I found to eat. It's great for the family, and you have a lot of fun, and the food is fabulous. 20 minutes south of Texarkana, right here on Highway 59.
Got away, boys.
I couldn't get on my sticks. He was looking at me.
All right, Corley, what happened?
Jeremy missed.
I missed. Well, we set up here.
I'm always going to get them running.
We set up here and everything was going pretty good. Coyote came in from over there. Sun's behind us over here to my left. Coyote come in, kind of stayed below the hill there. Jeremy couldn't get on his shooting sticks and because the coyote was looking at him and he missed him. So, Coyote won, us none. We're gonna go somewhere else and see if we can do this again. Okay. Turn it all up. There it is. That's it, I'll put it on top of the back. You're out of jail. Get in, corner. Oh, you got close.
That must have been fun. Right. You know it? I know moving target. It must have been further than we thought it was. I put it on top of him with the shot. I mean, really into it. Sorry, I couldn't get the remote.
Oh boy.
How close was that? It came too open. It's a little late now. He ain't coming back, is he? Well, you never know. Actually, that one the other day did circle and let me shoot at him again.
Well, he was on the verge of being too far for the shotgun. And that's all we had available at the time. He wasn't going to probably come in no closer. Oh well. 68 yards. I guess that's too far for a shotgun. Anyway, we had a good setup here. We rabbit called and we howled. I mean, we distressed, pup distressed. Didn't do no good. So we turned on a howl. We hadn't done no good with a howl in a while. But we turned on a howl and this sucker come in behind us again to the howl. But we didn't get him. Coyotes are 2 this morning and we're 0.
Corley, you know how close you came to hitting that son of a gun? I don't know if you realize it. Oh yeah. That first shot you took, you were almost hit him.
Yeah, it made him. It made him jump.
It went right behind his butt and dirt flew up. You can see it on the video, I guarantee you.
Oh yeah.
Max Custom Predator Calls. Each call is a unique work of art that will call in predators. Max calls are made from deer antler, rifle brass, grapevine, and exotic woods, and it's the real call of the wild.
I'm Max.
And I'm Prowler.
And we have found a new call come out on the market. Been out about a couple of years now.
Yeah.
It's called the Game Tracks. And it's got 17
Industry first.
But now, I'm so dumb till I don't know what some of them are. But anyway, they're there if you want to research that out. But what I do know about the call is,
it works.
What I do know about it is it works because, and I think this is why, the sound quality is so much better than the competition and what we have used in the past.
A lot better.
We have called in some coyotes from as far away as half a mile.
Oh, at least.
I mean, we saw him come in from that far away.
At least that far.
He came into it. I was a little concerned when we first got it that the sound wasn't loud enough because of what I'd been used to, but it didn't take me long to figure out that it didn't have to be that loud.
Right.
the loudness was more for me than it was
for the animals.
for the Coyote. This thing's waterproof.
Yeah.
The old call, I've seen the time when it just sprinkle rain and we'd gather everything up and take off to the house because
you couldn't
use it. I mean, if you sat out there in the rain, you were going to run a $500, $600 call.
Yeah.
And so, but this in here, if it goes raining on you, don't worry about it. When you get to the house, wipe it off.
Future products you will see on Hunting the Hunter: Primo's Double Bull Blind, Primo's Trigger Stick, Primo's Truth Camera, Primo's Hunting Lights, Primo's XP Scent Control, Primo's Hunting Bags.
Greasy sucker. I called that little sucker in. That makes 4 bobcats that I've killed out of this deer stand this year. There you go again. I'm just trying to tell everybody, if you'll take your call with you, you'll call in lots of stuff that you wouldn't normally see while you're deer hunting. And I know some people may think, well, it'll scare off my deer. But I want to show you something right now. There's deer right after I shot. They're still standing there and they've paid zero attention to what's going on. So get out there and let's kill some bobcats and coyotes. This is Mac and I've been on the prowl. So I kept calling a little while and here he come in and he come up in this thicket. He's not but about, I don't know, 30 yards from my stand. He was in this thicket peeping out, trying to see what it was that he was hearing. Let me see if I can get him out of here. I heard a shot earlier, and this is my son. I've come over here to pick him up, and he did the same thing that I've done this evening. He called in a bobcat and shot it out of his deer stand, and then saw lots of deer, and he got a big cat. Okay, there he is. It's getting dark on me real fast here. But as you can see by that rifle laying beside him, that is a pretty good sized cat also.
M2D Camo is a new camouflage pattern that mimics field grass. It grows in almost every terrain. The coloration and pattern imitates natural brush and grass, which makes it a great camo for ground level hunting. Designed for maximum concealment, M2D Camo actually changes color in different terrain, whether you're in a spruce forest or in a field. It really adapts to different surroundings and adapts to different light. M2D Camo is made to deceive.
For more information, go to m2dcamo.com.
Some of the features that come on Olympic Arms Ultra Mag AR is it's got a extended bolt release. Makes it a whole lot easier if you got a scope on there to get a hold to your boat to put one in. It comes with a mag pull, adjustable stock, has a kick pad on it. It's also, this is an Ultra Mag AR and it's totally redesigned to accept your short magnum cartridges. This is a 25 WSSM. It's got a ballistic silver tip on it, and that makes that a little bit longer than a standard cartridge. Well, what they've done, they've designed the clip well to accept that type of cartridge without having to reseat your bullets and make them in there deeper. They've also put the Picatinny rail up here. You've got a clean handguard, so you're not having to handle this and hold on to your Picatinny rail like a lot of guns. They got this where this is real smooth, gun points super well. They've also put a stainless steel fluted barrel made by Olympic Arms. That's something else about these guns. They are 100% made in the USA by Olympic Arms. Their website is holyarms.com. What people don't realize about a Coyote is his sight and his hearing and his smell is better than any dog that you'll ever run across. And a dog has a pretty good sense of all three, but a Coyote's got them topped. They can hear better than a dog, they can smell better than a dog. So anything you do to give you an advantage on that, you've got to do it. You've got to have that advantage. Another thing we use, and it depends on where we hunt and how far away we think Coyote might come as to whether we use binoculars. Sometimes we use them, sometimes we don't. If we're hunting in a real tight area, we probably won't carry binoculars, but if we're hunting on big open fields, we carry binoculars. And like I said, we've got all different brands and flavors, different powers. There's no set rule. I go back to what I say about, everybody's got to use what they got. You don't have to go out and buy any of this stuff just because it looks like this. If you've got shooting sticks, use them. I mean, it don't have to be a certain kind. Same way with guns. Whatever gun you got, that's what we want you to use. I mean, it's great if you can go out and buy some kind of special varmint gun, but you don't have to do that to go coyote hunting. Most people's got all this stuff that they use in deer hunting. They use it in turkey hunting. Coyote hunting is so much like turkey hunting until it's unreal. The only difference is you can't hear a coyote coming into you where you can hear a turkey and you can say, well, he's out there or he's over here. On a coyote, it's all by sight. You've got to pick him out before he picks you out.
Video Gear Shop, located at 1205 East 36th Street in Texarkana. We sell everything from video surveillance to hunting cameras to projectors and big screens to watch the big game in a big way. Video Gear Shop can equip schools, businesses, and homes with sound systems and video equipment for classrooms, conference rooms, and even the man cave. We even sell Mac extended warranties for your binoculars, your big screen, or even your barbecue grill. Video Gear Shop, from novice to professional, supplying all your video and photography needs. Call us toll-free 866-212-4327 or check us out on Facebook or at videogearshop.com.
Here's another good show brought to you by Olympic Arms, Mac and Prowler, Hunting the Hunters. It's very seldom you get to see that many coyotes in this part of the country. And it's very, very seldom you get to film them that much and interact with them that much before they either leave or you shoot them or whatever. Because most of the time they come in, you're in so close to them
you don't have the opportunity to film them like they did on this particular hunt. One of the things that we like to do is film in daylight. That makes it even harder. You throw a camera into the mix, that makes it even harder. It's like Will Primo said, this ain't Hollywood, baby. This is the real thing. This is what you see. And we want to take the opportunity to thank you. We would like for you to visit our website. Right down here on the bottom, macandprowler.com. We have a lot of exciting stuff on there. We got t-shirts and we got videos that you can order and things like that. But more importantly, I want you to go to our Facebook. On our Facebook page, you can stay up with what we're doing right now. This particular time of the year, we're doing a lot of bow fishing. And we're going to air some of that on there too. So, right here, KTSS out of Hope, Saturdays, 3:30 p.m. Sundays, 10:30 p.m. Tuesdays, 9:30 p.m. Right here, KTSS Hope, Arkansas. You guys, come see us again. We'll be right here next week.
Hunting the Hunters has been brought to you by Olympic Arms, meeting the demands of the 21st century. M2D Camo, Gun Huggy, Dr. Stolba's Chiropractic, Coleman Motors, Game Treks, EW Calls, and High Score Sleds. Also brought to you by Wildlife Energy Drink, Bill's Custom Turkey Calls, Jim Yunt Success Dynamics, Video Gear Shop, Richardson Hill Funeral Home, Rocky Hills Cabin, Trophy Hunter Products, Kansas Creek Game Birds, Video Perfection Photography, and
Mac and Prowler, hunting the hunter's call, the true call of the wild.
And God, Country, and Gun.